Everybody on the internet wants to grow their social media brand, but what's stopping you, dude? Why are you on the sidelines? If you're watching this, you've been consuming my content, dude, my journey, my purpose in life is to help you have courage to start telling your story. Today, I've got a guy here with 10 million plus followers, the millionaire mentor. Jason Stone has been one of the leaders on social media. I've been following him for a really long time. And dude, social media is changing, you know, the attention span of everybody else, how to actually capture the attention on the platforms. You know, now I was watching a Gary Vee said, if you're not creating 5 to 15 pieces of content across 7 different platforms a day, then you're a nobody. You're not doing it. And that just made me want to jump off a bridge. So I decided to reach out to Jason. He does jujitsu like me and kind of talk about the damn jujitsu of social media, you know, like how to grow and talking to people sometimes scared to tell their story. You know, how do they, you know, you probably made a lot of money off social media too. So how'd that get started?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. Well, happy to be here and share the knowledge and shoot the shit. Let's go. So,
hell yeah.
Social media, it's like you said, like people get overwhelmed. Obviously, if they're hearing stuff from Gary Vee about putting 17 pieces of content on all the platforms every single day, it can get overwhelming. But, you know, with today's day and age, attention is the new currency. And if you're not putting yourself out there, if you're not getting on all these social media platforms and putting content out, like he says, who's going to know you? Like, wouldn't you rather have more followers in your business, no matter what business you have, right?
Dude, no matter what business. And a lot of my guys, I think I found you on Instagram. A lot of guys start on Facebook or whatever. They do it for their kids, their family, their old friends in high school, and then they think it's some sort of hobby or something, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like asking them, they come to me, they want to connect with young people. They want to get young people in their business. I'm like, do you have an Instagram? He's like, well, yeah, but I don't use it.
Well, I tell people this. If you have a business, you need to showcase your business on social media. It's not just about running Facebook ads and you're going to make money. Yeah, you can. You could just create a business and sell toothpaste, sell this gadget, sell this and that, run some Facebook ads. But if you want to really plant your foot in your niche and become an expert, no matter if you're doing e-commerce or you're a coach or you're an online guru, you need to have followers that follow your business. And you need to have that attention on multiple platforms, because you can have some people that don't even go on Instagram. Some people don't even use Facebook. Some people don't use Snapchat or TikTok. But I would love it for my business to have a presence on all social media platforms to garner all the attention that I could possibly have. Yes, it could get overwhelmed, but with today's day and age, there's lots of tools out there that we could just take this podcast right here, have AI go in, chop it up, put some words on the screen, have it formatted for each social media platform, and go out automatically. It's crazy. Like, and a lot of people, they don't know about these technologies, and that's why we're here. We're here to spread the word, and that's why you have coaches that sell these programs to teach you how to do this stuff.
Amen. It made a big difference in my business. Of course, I was just a regular door-to-door guy, regular old roofer, word-of-mouth referral guy. Came across Grant Cardone, sold him a roof, and was like, I got to create content like him. And so I hired a social media coach. That's probably the first coach. But, you know, as far as finding somebody to help with growth or coach, what should someone look for? What?
Just social media in general. You need every business needs a social media manager, right? Like to either give you direction, to boot you in the ass and tell you, hey, you need to put out content, right? We hear it we see people posting about it, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, you need to put content out there, you need to be known. But how many people actually take action and do it? So number one, your business needs a social media manager. You can go on LinkedIn, you can go on Upwork, you can go on freelancer.com, you can hire overseas VAs, you can hire someone in person. And that's what I recommend, is like getting someone in person to be there with you, to make sure you're doing the podcast, make sure you're filming some videos, make sure you're reading the script from the teleprompter the right way and pounding out the content and getting your business out there. So social media manager, number one. Yeah, and it's a hire. You have to spend money on this stuff. It's gonna cost money to get known. It's just like running Facebook ads. You're gonna get organic free traffic, but yeah, it costs money. It's work. It's a lot of work. And I know it is overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me. I'm sure it is for you. But it's in today's day and age, you got to do it.
Got to do it, bro. When did you get started? What's your story? Like, did you always like see yourself as one of these like digital
not really
millionaires?
It's a funny story because I didn't have no idea when I was doing when I started in 2014. I was sitting in my office. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I was sitting in my business, Treadstone Performance. And I'm playing with Instagram. I made this new account called Millionaire Mentor. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. I was at the club with one of my boys, and he was selling these diet plans on Instagram. Just started Instagram, maybe 3, 4, 5 months. And he was just taking pictures of his abs. He was telling people what his diet looked like, taking pictures of his eggs in the morning and his supplements. And he was like one of the first. Like, this is 2014.
Oh, my friend's Brandon Carter. I know. There's a lot of money in that shit. And he teaches people how to make money on that shit.
Yeah, so he was bringing in $100 per customer, and he's doing like 20 a day. He showed me his PayPal. He said, bro, look at all these $2,000. I made $2,000 today. He's all buff and jacked up on steroids and shit. I was like, bro, you just made $2 grand off Instagram? And that's what got my thinking. The light bulb went off my head. I'm like, wow. Because personal branding, that wasn't even a word back then. There was no
when
personal.
Was that?
2014.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you were early.
Instagram started in 2012.
Yeah, you're early.
Yeah. And I was one of the first of a dozen motivational accounts on Instagram.
Wow.
Now there's 500,000 accounts. A million probably.
You got 10
now.
million followers, bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's about $1 million a year.
Map it out, to the first 100,000. What do you, and then to the first million, then to 10. Like, how do you get to 100,000? Secrets.
Okay. So that going back to my story, that's why I got on Instagram and started this account. I didn't want it to showcase my face. I didn't want it to be about me, because the reason for that is my house was robbed, and I deleted my personal Instagram account 2 weeks before that. But I'm not going to get into that story. So getting your first 100,000 followers, for me, it was all about collaboration. All about collaborating with other people in my account, in my niche, and doing these like sort of shout out things. And in today's day and age, that could be a business collaborating with another business. And that is what a lot of businesses don't do right now. They don't. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of competition. But like for like, I was just in a marketing meeting with my guys, and we're like, how could we get more eyeballs on the gym that I just opened, the jiu-jitsu gym? And we're thinking about doing collaboration with Pura Vida, the restaurant down the street. Somehow we can collaborate with some sort of pop-up event with, I don't know, when there's events going on, or team up with the Run Club and put a booth there, and do something for them. We do something for them. It's like an energy exchange, kind of, where you're not paying for advertising, but you're just doing an equal exchange of energy. And that's what we did on Instagram way back in the day.
Dude, now with the ability to collaborate on Reels, ironically, I never really had this Dream 100 dedication. I knew about it, but Russell Brunson, Dream 100.
Yes, I remember.
I am forced now to make a list and assign it to my buddy Ben, who happens to be a jiu-jitsu influencer. And, if you're looking for more people in the jiu-jitsu world, like, he's got tons of followers. When I collaborate on posts, we actually have a fight promotion we do together. And anyways, there's tons of jiu-jitsu people involved, but it's like this new ability to have like 4 and 5 collaborators on Reels.
Oh, yes. And I wasn't even referring to that type of collaboration.
That's crazy, though, isn't it?
That is another way to grow. That is a really good way to grow between these accounts, because everybody, it's like one post for 5 accounts, and all 5 accounts see it, more likely to go viral, more likely to get the comments, interaction, the saves, the likes, the forwards, and posts will blow up, and everybody gets to eat off of it. So I think that's a really dope feature that Instagram now allows 5 accounts to collaborate.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, you guys take advantage of that collaboration feature. And a lot of people don't even know they have it. They're used to like collaborating with one account. Yeah. You can do it with 5 accounts now.
Yeah, like as people in my space, and what we've started to do is, you know, whether it's someone that's working in my business, and another business, the idea is it doesn't even matter if the person doesn't have that many followers. Just the more collaborators, the more chances that it has to go out.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people might get to 100,000, but, you know, to those next steps, you know, where there's just huge gains, when you saw these big growth moments, where do you get those from?
So those are mostly from posts going viral.
Oh, there it is, that viral.
Yeah.
That's it.
So there's a trick and there's a equation to going viral, and it's a combination of many, many factors, like from the first 3 seconds of what you're saying, from the first 5 seconds of what the person is seeing, the words that are being used, using words like you guys instead of you is better than you guys. Almost like you have more of a connection with your audience when you're saying you instead of what's up guys, or what's up man, how you doing today? You know, little things like that you can change in a reel. I know like there's a couple accounts that I just started following, like viral content, viral something, and like there's so many tiny little things between like making a video a little brighter compared to dark contrast. Everybody likes that dark contrast. Just making the video brighter, exposing it, posted the same video.
Looks different.
But just exposing it to a lot brighter, got 1 million of views to like 50,000.
Do you think there's a trend with the reels with no sound? I mean, with no words, they're just like short, have a trending audio, and they get replayed a lot.
That's because they're hacking the algorithm.
They're hacking the algorithm.
Because
tell us, like, there has to be a hack there.
It's because it's called watch time.
Yeah.
You watch the whole video.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
But it's only 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So Instagram's like, oh, they watched the whole video. Let me pump it out to the rest of the audience. That's why 3-second videos do well.
Wow.
Until they fix it, they're going to patch it.
Yeah. Well, now I think it was
because we used to
replays.
We used to do 1-second videos.
Oh, really?
We take a picture, turn it into a 1-second video, hack the algorithm, boom, it's just going viral, push the entire audience, and blows up. And that's how we get more followers. Like little things, like tricks like that we've done along the way.
What about like last time I was doing a podcast I was here with Wes, and you know, he's like a master of triggering the audience. Like sometimes with negativity,
conflict. And
I've had a few reels go above 1 million, and one of them, the guy, it's all the negative commentary, the reaction to what I was saying. It's really the negative that drove it. You know,
it's another way to go viral is just do the negative part of things and talk bad, get the people commenting, get people to, because half the people are gonna, it's like Democrat or Republican, half the people are gonna like it and half the people are not gonna like it. So you get the people commenting, boom, post the.
This is a story. It was like years ago. I never thought it would go viral or anything. I was talking about Eminem. You know, when you're knocking doors, talking to somebody, I'm working with someone in the neighborhood. Well, I made the comment in the reel, hey, I said I was working with someone in the neighborhood, but I really wasn't. Just authentically, kind of just saying like I was kind of like a door-to-door salesman, kind of like just getting my foot in the door. Everybody, you lied, you piece of shit, you know?
Yeah. Like I did a video once, and I'm like, when you're negotiating with somebody, you negotiate with options, right? You always make sure you have an option, a backup plan. Well, make one up. When you're negotiating, make an option up. Like, I have this other guy with this offer, even though you're not. And like I talked about the art of negotiation, and people are like, oh, you're lying, blah, blah, blah. That's not how you.
That's manipulation.
Yeah. No, it's just.
But it did good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, people are out here on that sideline, and I'm before we even got here, our friend, you know, he's got growing Instagram, and he wants to grow, but it's like everybody gets in this analysis paralysis about the content. And honestly, I felt this way a lot of times. It's like,
me too,
dude. I don't have anything that anyone wants to hear. I don't know enough.
That's what everybody thinks.
How do you tackle that? What do you call that?
That's like imposter syndrome. Like, what do I know that's so special? Why would people want to hear from me? And I get it too. Like, why am I even making the time and waste all my time trying to do this content when I don't think anybody's going to like it? Well, the flip side of that is you're not going to relate to everybody, but you will relate to some people that are on your path. See, everybody's not going to be on the same path. Everybody's not going to be the same chapter in the book that they're reading. Some people may be on chapter 1, chapter 5, chapter 20, chapter 100. Somebody along the way of your journey is going to relate to you, and they're going to like you, and they're going to get to know you and trust you and buy from you. So you're not going to please everybody, and you're not going to relate to everybody. So just be you. Just
Love
do
that.
you.
Love that. You know, you've got this concept, this millionaire mentor, where you're talking with all these successful people. I'm sure you've got this huge network, and like Napoleon Hill, you've got to interview and sit next and pick the brains of all these successful people. What are the big, any big takeaways, any big kind of like contrarian thinking that you've applied through people that you've connected with or collaborate on Instagram?
I gotta think of a good one. I've read a lot of like self-help books and mindset books. What stands out? I mean, How to Win Friends and Influence People is a great book. I've learned a lot just from basic human interaction. And it's still stuff that you learn along the day and try to apply. You're aware of things that you learn. Like just simple things as just complimenting somebody gets them to open up. Like your shoes, bro, cool shoes, you know?
Right.
Or just smiling.
Those are pretty cool too.
Saying hello, goodbye, please, thank you. Being polite. Not everybody's mad around all the time. Like everybody's closed up and they're not outgoing. Just I find myself being mindful of just trying to please other people. Mm-hmm. See, a lot of people try to get other people interested in them when you should be interested in other people.
That's an important point about growth on social media. You know, figuring out ways to engage, comment, view stories, respond.
Exactly.
I've noticed, like, dude, the best and most important people in my sphere of followers are people that are really following me, like watching the stories,
commenting. Yeah, it doesn't take nothing to go out and leave a comment. Number one, it's going to get you known. Number one, people are going to see that, and whoever you're commenting on, they're going to be like, this guy's a real supporter. I see him all the time. When he asks you to send you a DM in the DMs, you're going to be more apt to answer the DM. You've seen his face. You've seen that profile picture. You've seen him commenting, replying to stories. Wouldn't you help that guy more than something you haven't seen before?
Dude, let me tell you, like, Wes taught me an incredible lesson. And he has been the biggest social sales king as a direct salesperson through Instagram. And here are the lessons I got. You know, I responded to, I think, a story. And then immediately he's given me a conversation, and he's got what he offers in a copy and paste and something that's really kind of easy to deliver. And he has gotten so skilled at the art of DM conversation and getting to an offer and engaging the people that are engaging with him. Yeah. He's like, I'll just sit in my chair 12 hours a day and I'll make $2 million a month. But it's crazy that all he's really doing is engaging with people that are engaging him. He's doing it all organically. And, you know, my guys, they're out there, whether they're trying to build a team or they're trying to connect with people, you know, they're not creating the content, but they just don't see the value in taking the time. So how...
Well, maybe they're not seeing the product, or the reaping of the product.
There it is. There it is. So what do you think... someone says they can't apply it to my space. I'm not an influencer. I don't sell coaching. How am I going to apply that to a regular brick and mortar business? How does a brick and mortar business?
I think you just got to try to become the best you can be at anything you do. So wherever you're at, you got to make money, right? You got to sell solar. Become the best solar salesman on the block, right? That's all you got. Until you get another job, until you're figuring out another skill, become the best at what you can be while you're at it, whatever you're doing, you know? Like how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if I'm making a salad, I'm going to be the best damn salad maker there is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of people are just there. They don't see the light at the end of the tunnel for what they're doing. They're like, I'm just wasting my time. I'm not making a lot of money. Well, that's just people being impatient too. And you have a lot of years ahead of you. People 18, 20, 19, 20, 21, They're
I mean,
like,
you were
hate
years
content.
in front of me on Instagram. You were on 2014.
Yeah.
I really didn't pick up Instagram as something that I had to do probably until, I don't know, like right before COVID. Like it was, you know, years after. Like, I mean, I did Facebook, Instagram, but I don't know when it was that the young kids just pretty much were all Instagram and other things.
Well,
but
we left Facebook a long time ago.
Yeah.
Went to Instagram.
yeah.
We left our parents on Facebook.
We left their parents on Facebook. So across the platforms, what are the major ones? What should people focus on first? What's the order of importance? What do you think? Where's the most opportunity?
Social media platforms. I still think Instagram is the go-to. Instagram's the GOAT.
It's the GOAT.
It's the greatest of all time social media platforms. TikTok fads dying down. Snapchat died a long time ago. What else we got?
YouTube's a big deal. To me, it's kind of like the major leagues if you can create long form content, but it's so hard because it's easier to create short form content.
I like YouTube. Yeah, for sure.
But what about this argument that the YouTube is the major leagues and most important because it's SEO and Google based and they're forever, that it's the only platform that lasts forever?
Thing is, like, this podcast will go on YouTube.
Right.
But how will people get to YouTube?
They're going to see little clips from Instagram.
There you
from
go.
Other places.
There you go.
Hopefully you collaborate with me on that 10 million page.
Although Instagram, I mean, YouTube is like the big leagues. There's no big leagues without the little leagues.
Right.
Right. And I'm not saying Instagram's the little leagues, but like, no one would see your stuff on YouTube unless you put them there.
Right.
It's not going to grow organically. You have to work at that, or you got to pay YouTube to advertise it.
Right.
But so yeah, I like YouTube because your content lives forever. But I think Instagram is going to start doing that.
Okay, good. So now it brings me to an important concept: gaming the system, paying for followers, paying for engagement.
My specialty.
Okay, good. Because the first coach that I had, he was just like, "Yeah, oh, blah 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 blah.
Give me all your money."
Yeah, and I'll do that. And I didn't know no better.
I'll
so
put
I got
100,000
fake
followers per account in a day.
Blah 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 blah. And then it just started getting. I realized I was getting punished for these actions. And then they come out with new tools. I mean, I can remember the days where there was that engagement tool that would comment I forget what the fuck it was called, but it's like Instagress or some shit.
Yeah.
But then they shut that down, and then now they got these new things where they come up with like AI comments that are it's like crazy the amount of fakes, but I can spot every one.
Yeah.
And
You can spot a fake engaged account easily.
every time.
Yeah.
And now what do you think that does for people's credibility, and what does it does for the account?
Well, when I look at an account that I see the fake likes and the fake comments and
Fake views.
Yeah, views too. It's all easily could be faked. Like, it just lowers the credibility of that person. And like, if you're watching this, guys, and you spending money on somebody, you're going to have people in your DMs. These coaches, course creators, mentors, gurus, if you're watching this, I'm sure your DMs are blowing up with people with this hot, sexy girl with the blue check trying to sell you Instagram fake likes and followers and comments and all that stuff. Listen, it's all fake. Do not do it. Do not spend your money on these people in your DMs trying to sell you this stuff. It is going to hurt your account in the long run, because I know, I've tested it and I've tried it and I know how it works. People are just using a panel and they're pushing a button. It costs them a quarter of a cent for a million, like for thousands of followers to put on your account. It costs them nothing, and it's just going to hurt your account in the long run. The best way to grow an account is with shout outs from other accounts that are mentioning you, whether it's your organic traffic or user generated traffic. People that come to your account from other sources that are mentioning you, just like, where's the traffic going to come from? From other accounts, right? It can't come from SEO and Google. People can't.
So a real organic giveaway, if the audience is like relative, that's not terrible.
So yeah, as long as people are coming to your account and hitting the follow button,
right?
And
it's a real person.
Yeah, it's a real person. And there's so much garbage and scams going on Instagram, with people paying all this money for what they say is real organic followers. It's not. I'm one of the only person in the industry that do it the right way. Like, I will run a shout out campaign for your account, and we can run Facebook ads to actually grow accounts now as well. But still, the best way is shout outs, campaigns, whether it's coming from my account or thousands of other accounts that we can get to mention your page to get people to follow and actually click the button. Those are the highest quality follower that money can buy. Yes, it's expensive, but you want your account to grow the right way, that's engaged and has the engagement rate it should be. Like my personal account is what I've tested.
What kind of engagement rate are you looking for? What's the right one?
It's going to vary per style of the account.
Niche or whatever.
Because like Millionaire Mentor, it's a meme type of account.
And it's broad.
It's not my personal brand.
Right. And you're not doing talking head stuff.
I'm not on that account at all. I post myself like we'll get 10. Yeah. We'll get a few clips from this podcast. It'll go up there. I'll collab with my personal account, and that's what we're posting 12 times a day on Millionaire Mentor. It's not all me.
Right.
That's a business.
12 times a day?
Yeah.
Damn.
10, 12 times a day. So that's why I started the profileagency.com website. You guys can go there, check it out. We have different, ways to grow your account, guaranteed growth packages, shout outs, account management, all the good stuff.
That's why I'm here. I want that. So how do you get signed up? What do they do? How's it work?
Yeah, we'll jump on a call, schedule a call with one of our team.
Look, guys, I've done it the right way. The right way is with,
sorry to cut you off. You mentioned giveaways.
Yeah. You tell me the good, bad, and the ugly of those.
The good, the bad, and the ugly is I experiment with the giveaways. I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to grow my personal account with these stupid giveaways, and it absolutely killed my engagement.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not relative.
Because it's not real followers the giveaways put on your account. Yeah. So, and I know for a fact
they just pump up the real ones with the fake ones.
They pump the fake ones in there. It's like 5%. 95% fake, 5% real.
Every time?
Yeah, every time.
Every
fucking time was a waste of money. I spent so much money on this bullshit. Ruined my account forever because you can't get rid of these bot followers. I got 1.7 million on my personal account. Millionaire Mentor was growing the right way. It grows organically every single day.
And it keeps
going. There was like times we would grow 5,000 to 10,000 followers a day for years.
What?
It's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Damn.
Yeah, we've kind of for some reason we hit a plateau.
But that's probably because the algorithm changed.
Yeah, I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out. But my personal,
they just don't want to give you shit for free no more.
I started growing my personal a couple of years ago with these stupid giveaways, and it absolutely just killed my account engagement because, like I said,
so what did you do to dig yourself out of the hole?
You can't. It's done. Like my engagement will never be the same, and I wish I would never done these giveaways. So
I've done two. I guess I'll never do another one again.
Yeah, never. Guys, never do giveaways because they're just putting followers on from a panel.
Yeah,
they pay like $50, and they could put about 100,000, 200,000, 50,000 followers on your account in a second. Maybe not a second, just exaggerating, but.
Then you might not feel like you got your money's worth.
but they trickle it in every single day to make you think it's real.
Fucking trickery, motherfuckers.
They trickle it in for like 2 weeks. But so the actual celebrity that's doing the giveaway only puts about 5%. It can't put more than 5,000 to 10,000 followers on.
And then how many of those same people are going to unfollow you or never even engage with your stuff?
And yeah, if they've never hit the follow button and they see your content. I never follow this page. Unfollow.
Yeah.
So if they are some of these panels have real followers, but they're 50% of them are going to unfollow. So stay away.
Stay away. All right. So what about like proper ways to, should we do all reels? Should they be posts? Should they be carousels? How many stories should you do? I mean, Instagram's the go. What's the freaking secret sauce? What's
the bare minimum?
What's the recipe?
Bare minimum is 1 post a day.
Okay.
So let's say Sunday's a really good, it's a high traffic day. Everybody's no work and they're chilling after church. 1, 2 o'clock is a really good time. So you want to we have stories, we got reels, we got carousels, we got
still photos,
filler. So reels are going to get new followers. Carousels are going to engage the followers that you already have. One picture posts are just filler content to say you posted a day, just to let people know you're still alive and you're posting, you're in business, and your stories are like behind the scenes of what's going on in your business. So a couple reels a week, a couple carousels, some filler posts, stories every single day, and that's like the equation, the bare minimum equation.
Man, that's a nice little framework there. What about like finding like interests and things to post about? If you have, you know, a business account, should you only post business? Should you mix it up between the things you have the most interest in? How should you figure out the interest between like that you post about? You know, like, you know, should be mixing it up, or how do you do that?
Yeah, so there's like a little equation: lifestyle, value, results, LVR. You got lifestyle pics and posts, you got results driven type of testimonials, and then you got value. So you got to do a little combination of all three.
Nice.
And I would say more value than anything. You know, it's got to, most of your feed should be giving value. Entertainment purposes, sometimes you want to post a picture of your dog, your cat, or your food, or whatever you're doing. You got to, you know, keep it a little personal. And then your results and your testimonials, that social proof is really crucial.
Dude, so growing your social media brand, how, as you've grown it, has it helped you in business? And, you know, how much easier has it made some of like growth and growing your own business? Like for me, I look at all the people in my space that didn't take the time to do this, and I've been doing it for 8 years, and I'm on a small scale, so much so compared to 10 million followers, but it's just opened so many doors that other people didn't have the opportunity. And it's like I'm playing on an unfair like playing field.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of covers up for some of my other weaknesses in business. But anything like that, you know, that you can share as far as that's been game changers for you?
It always falls back to the personal brand. Mm-hmm. Like if your business somehow dies, like you cannot run that business anymore, but you have all these followers on Instagram, you could tell them about your new business, right? Maybe they'll buy from your new business. But let's say you don't have social media, your business dies. What do you do? Who are you going to tell? Who are you going to advertise free to? Nobody. With your friends and family. That's why having those followers is free advertising for you. I got 10 million. I can advertise any business I want that I ever start for the rest of my life.
Has any institution ever asked you to teach like a college course or anything on this shit?
No.
They don't teach you this shit in school, but they should, right? Like my kids are going to school, and it's like they consume the social media stuff. It's like why don't you in 2024 think it's a prerequisite to teach your kids, like if they're going to be on the platforms, how to leverage the platforms? Yeah,
I'm still trying to convince my kids to use it more.
You are?
I made them both Instagram accounts years ago. They haven't touched it. I'm going to get back on them now.
How old are they?
12 and 7.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Nice. Well, how can these guys connect with you? I mean, if they want to grow their accounts, what can they do to get with you? And, you know, how do they put you to work?
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier, profileagency.com. If you're looking to grow your personal brand, scale it on Instagram, hit us up, schedule a call with one of my team. millmentor.com is our blog. It's our entrepreneur blog. And we sell some courses there as well, but I'm not really into the coaching space. I've always said I wanted to. You know, Millionaire Mentor is kind of like, we did have a coaching program. We might open it up back again soon. I do a lot of health and fitness. You know, I'm an athlete, jiu-jitsu athlete that competes. So I've coached a lot of people on that.
We can get you to fight at the Blue Collar Fight Club.
The White Lion?
It's our show. Our next show is going to be in Miami.
I'm down.
And basically, we had some big names. We had 8-man bracket. We had Roosevelt Sosa, Giancarlo Bodini. We had Roberto Jimenez.
Is it different like belts?
Oh yeah.
Weights?
This was just like the top of the line. We gave away 25 grand for that one. But we had all kinds of matchups that were in the pre-fight. And Gilbert Burns did the commentary on it. We sold like, I don't know, at least 1,000 pay-per-views. But next time we learned a lot of lessons, and we're gonna do it here in Miami.
Nice.
And you know, I have this vision to the jiu-jitsu community, teach them an opportunity to become a millionaire through MySpace. And MySpace, being roofing, is one.
Do you have a gym?
No, I don't have a gym, but you know, I'm just a new to the game. 2.5 years I've been training
Jiu-jitsu, but you've been doing boxing how long?
Probably just like a year longer than jiu-jitsu. I did karate growing up, so I had a little practice at the basics, but I kind of came into the combat sports during COVID, and just kind of like, I couldn't do 75 hard. Going to the gym wasn't fun. I had to find some fun in the gym. And boxing fitness first, then Muay Thai, then jiu-jitsu. Of course, met my friend Ben. He was a great friend. And like together doing the Blue Collar Fight Club, we sponsored ADCC last year. I see this like opportunity bringing my business opportunity to the jiu-jitsu community. And on Millionaire Mentor, you know, I see basically, I partnered with Brad Lee on a program called Real Roofing, known him a long time. And basically it's an app, it's a platform where without a license or insurance, someone can plug into the industry. And basically we give coaching calls, courses, but we have a network of like roofing installers and solar installers that will do the job so that people can sell them. And they don't need a license, they don't need insurance, they don't need anything. They just need to plug in with us and they can sell all across the country, even from their home. So the idea is, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are looking for something that is, you know, maybe they can't be a coach, maybe they can't be a digital marketing agency, maybe they can't do some of these things. But this roofing space, because it's like, it's AI proof and there's a bunch of knuckleheads that do it. If you're smart and you know digital marketing and you can apply it to it, like, man, you can like take over. There's a bunch of Neanderthals. You can just literally take market share. And so a lot of young people are getting into my space. And like right now, Wall Street and private equity, they're all like, they want to invest into businesses that are AI proof, that are recession proof. And because roofing is this like redneck with a paycheck business, they're like, oh, we're going to get all you rednecks, roll you up until you're $1 billion, and we're just going to make tons of money off you.
That's crazy.
It turns out that like me closing Grant Cardone, building a coaching platform, going from $10 million to $100 million, it made me the guy to be the best example for the masses. And that's why Brad partnered with me. And that's why I want to partner with you.
All right. Let's do it.
So, all right. All right, guys. Hey, write your comments below about Instagram growth. Go put this guy to work. I'm going to put him to work. Watch my account grow. We'll see what the Millionaire Mentor can do. Let's go.